Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Friday, October 24th. Happy Friday to all. Pretty much all red on the screen here this morning as prices are slightly lower pretty much across the board. Beans right now, they're down about 3 to 5, actually rebounding a little bit off the recent lows. Seeing some follow-through weakness following yesterday's technical failure as spot November beans were not able to hold above the $10 level. Meal right now is down up 1 to 2, and oil is off 15 to 20 points. Crush margins were a little changed yesterday. However, bean oil product value did spike to 41.7%, that being the highest level in 7 months. Corn right now is down 2 to 3, while wheat is 4 lower in Minneapolis and about 6 to 8 lower in both Kansas City and in Chicago. A healthy rain event did move through the Midwest the past 24 hours, including the Chicagoland area. A lot of 1/4 to 3/4 inch totals being reported, but a stretch from east central Iowa into northwest Illinois did produce 1 to 2 inch accumulations. While bean harvest is largely complete in these areas, it may slow down the final 20% of corn harvest. Some farmers may actually enjoy the brief break after a torrid pace to harvest here the past several weeks. After this front moves through the eastern corn belt today, the Midwest is forecast to dry out again, really through the end of October for the next widespread rain event in early November. And these rains are certainly going to be welcome, as yesterday's U.S. drought monitor did show drought conditions continue to expand across the nation's midsection. 76% of the corn are experiencing some form of drought. That's up 14% for the week. Bean acres also jumped 14% in drought, up to 68%, while winter wheat acres expanded 6% to 58% of the winter wheat acres in drought. Recent rains in Argentina and forecasts for additional precipitation in early November are keeping crop prospects high. The Rosario Grain Exchange, they maintain their production forecast in a range from 52 to 53 million metric tons on beans and 51 to 52 million metric tons on corn. The USDA is forecasting 51 million metric tons for both crops. The Buenos Aires Grain Exchange reports corn plantings have reached 29%. Conditions mostly favorable in Brazil, as well as farmers doing their best to catch up on plantings here that have been running just over 2 weeks late. We'll get commitment of traders after the close, along with cattle on feed. Yesterday's big export numbers seem to have already been discounted by the markets. Nevertheless, old crop corn sales at 142 million bushels. They were the highest in 3.5 years. And with a number of sales being reported this week as well, next week should see a strong number and follow up to this week's big numbers. Year-to-date commitments are up 34% versus USDA forecast of up 1%. So I do think we're going to see a higher export figure. Whether that's offset by higher production or not, we'll see here in a couple of weeks. Dees corn did pull back to its 100-day moving average support overnight at 417 1/4. I look for prices to remain range-bound 390 to about the 430 through the upcoming election and November reports. Look for Jan beans to find support near last week's low at 980. Dees meal fell to a new 2-month low overnight, while an inside day on Dees oil. Bean exports yesterday solid at 79 million bushels. Commitments are running up 8% from a year ago versus USDA forecasts of 9%. Obviously, South American weather over the next 3 to 4 months will determine if the USDA export forecast can be reached. China did indicate overnight that their grain harvest would top 700 million metric tons for the first time this year. Outside day down going into wheat. Russia appears to be offering wheat just below $240 a metric ton. And they also did raise export tax on their small feed grains. And also being reported, Turkey's president has presented ideas to revive the UN grain deal. Putin has acknowledged receiving the proposal, however, has not read it. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great day.